Today we're painting an adorable robot dog rock with stamps. To get started, you will need a rock that has a flat, smooth top. Then you're going to use a multi-surface outdoor safe paint like Folk Art multi-surface in wicker white to do the base coat on the top of the rock. Get a good coat, but not too thick. Let it dry all the way and then apply a second coat of the white outdoor safe paint to the top of your rock, and then let it dry completely. Once it's dry, we're ready to stamp. We're going to use black outdoor safe paint like Folk Art multi-surface to make a palette. You can see that I'm spreading it on a scrap piece of cardboard. We get the stamps and peel them off, and then place them on the block so you can get a feel for the placement that they'll have once you do your stamping. When you're ready, adhere one of your stamps to your block, spread some paint in a thin layer on a piece of scrap cardboard, press it lightly into the paint, and then take it off the block and press it straight down onto your stamp. I know it looks like I'm rocking here because I rocked the rock, but don't rock your stamp or you'll get ghosting. Repeat with each of the individual stamps. For small stamps or for things with lots of detail, you can leave them attached to the block if that gives you better control. So I did that with the tiny speech bubble and the words. If the paint starts to dry out, just use your paintbrush to paint another thin coat over the cardboard before stamping your stamp in paint. Because stamps don't give a perfect impression, you'll need to go over your details again with a black paint pen like a Posca pen. This one is an extra fine tip pen. If you screw up or there's an oops, you can use the white paint pen to clean up your mistakes and make the lines nice and smooth. Then go ahead and use your colored pens to fill in the details. Instead of paint pens, I used gray multi-surface paint to color in the base color for my robot dog. I used fine tip brush so I could really get all the details. Once that's dry, I came back in with a brushed metal paint to give it a metallic robot-y look. Once that paint has dried completely, I'm going to go back over the lines and the details of the dog with my paint pen. You'll notice that I painted over some stamped areas like the eyes and the mouth because I decided I couldn't get close enough, so I painted over them and then I just drew them back on with my paint pen. The same thing with his tail because it didn't come out right in the stamp, so I just fixed it with my paint pen. Continue going over all of the different components that you want to have colored with your colored paint pens. Because not every letter came out perfectly clean, I decided to trace back over all of the letters with the paint pen following the lines from the stamp so that the font would look uniform. To get this cool watercolor effect on the bottom of the rock, paint an area with the paint pen, use the brush to smooth it out, and then dip it in water, and then come back and smooth over the paint pen ink before it's had a chance to dry. That lets you bring the paint line up in kind of a softer way so your robot dog looks like he's driving on grass. Finally, I got some extreme glitter paint and I went back over the robot dog's metal body to give it a shiny metal robot finish. And that's it. If you liked my video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the I Love Painted Rocks channel.